You're staring at a wall of options, wondering if you're about to drop a few $100s on a grill that will just sit there gathering dust or if it will actually become the centerpiece of your weekend cooking routine. I get it, the fear of buying the wrong thing is real, especially when you're trying to balance space, budget, and the desire for that perfect sear or rotisserie chicken. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When I started digging into built-in propane grills, the first thing that kept popping up was the question of integration. A built-in unit isn't just another appliance you slide onto a patio, it becomes part of your kitchen's architecture. That means you have to think about clearance, venting, and how the grill's dimensions will line up with your cabinets or island. The Napoleon 700 series at 38 inches is on the larger side for a built-in, so you need a solid chunk of wall space and a little room behind for the propane tank and venting. If you've got a dedicated outdoor kitchen, or are willing to commit to a minor remodel, that's a strength, not a drawback. What really sets this model apart is the infrared rotisserie burner. In real life, that translates to a chicken that stays juicy inside while the skin crisps evenly, without the hot spots you usually get from a standard burner. I've watched a few backyard chefs use it for whole turkeys and pork shoulders, and the rotisserie turns the meat slowly enough that the juices redistribute naturally. For families that love Sunday roasts or for anyone who wants to impress guests with a rotisserie, this feature is more than a gimmick, it saves you the hassle of flipping and basting. The maintenance-free grids claim also holds up when you look at the material. Stainless steel that resists rust means you won't be scrubbing away orange-tinged stains after every cookout. In practice, a quick wipe with a grill brush and a light spray of oil keeps the surface ready for the next session. That's a real time saver for anyone who cooks frequently and hates the deep clean ritual that comes with older cast iron grates. Another practical plus is the Failsafe ignition system. You know those moments when you twist the knob and nothing happens, leaving you staring at a cold grill while the crowd gets restless. This system gives you a visual cue if the spark isn't catching, and a secondary push button can kick it back in. It's a small safety net that turns a potentially awkward pause into a quick retry, which is valuable when you're juggling kids or guests. Installation is marketed as easy, and that's mostly true if you have a professional or a handy friend. The grill comes with pre-drilled holes for mounting and a clear instruction set that walks you through aligning the unit with your countertop cutout. The real, easy part is the plumbing. Napoleon uses a standard propane connection, so you don't need a specialized line. That said, if you're renting or your outdoor space isn't designed for a permanent fixture, the installation effort becomes a hidden cost, and you might be better off with a portable gas grill. Now, let's talk about who should actually consider spending on this piece. If you already have a built-in kitchen layout, love the idea of a dedicated rotisserie, and are okay with propane as your fuel source, this grill slides neatly into that lifestyle. It's perfect for homeowners who entertain regularly, want consistent high heat. 78,000 BTU is plenty for searing steaks, and appreciate low-maintenance surfaces. The infrared burner also benefits those who cook larger cuts that benefit from even heat circulation. Think whole chickens, roasts, or even a slab of ribs. Conversely, if you're a renter, live in a small patio, or are looking for a grill that you can move around for tailgates or camping trips, the built-in format is a deal-breaker. The upfront cost is higher than most freestanding propane models, so budget-conscious buyers might find better value in a quality portable unit that still offers decent heat and a decent burner layout. Also, if you prefer natural gas or have limited access to a propane tank, you'll need to factor in a conversion kit, which adds another expense and a bit of complexity. What about the downsides? First, the size. At 38 inches, you're committing a substantial wall segment, which can feel overwhelming if your outdoor area is already crowded with furniture or other appliances. Second, the grill is propane only out of the box. While propane is convenient for most backyard setups, it can become pricey if you're cooking daily, and you'll need to keep an eye on tank levels. Third, the lack of side burners means you're limited to the main cooking area. If you like to sort vegetables while grilling a steak, you'll have to use a separate portable burner, or do it indoors. In day-to-day use, the preheat time is reasonable, about 10 minutes to reach a solid searing temperature. Once hot, the burners stay consistent, which is a boon for recipes that need precise heat control, like delicate fish.